Hi, this is Jack Stanley, and I enjoy, looking at early books and old books and books with details and information dealing with government, especially for myself with the history of the United States. One of the more fascinating things to look at quite often are census reports. You'll get a pretty good idea of what's going on in the country at the time of the census, and perhaps no census is more interesting, more fascinating, and amazingly even completed is this one. The 8th census of 1860, which is not completed until 1862. And of course, if you think about its date, if you think about what was going on in 1862, there's a lot, a lot that this census mirrors. And, as we go in, of course, is the title, the preliminary report, Joseph G. Kennedy, and actually Joseph C.G. Kennedy, excuse me. And of course we have over here, let me move that around, there we go. Washington Government Printing Office, 1862. And we get past the indexes, and we have the preliminary report of the 8th census. And if I may, I wanted to read the first two paragraphs here to you pertaining to what's in this book. And it says, Census Office, Department of the Interior, Washington, May 20th, 1862. Sir, it seems proper, in the view of the general desire expressed for information relating to the 8th census, that a synopsis of the results should be made public as early a moment as to such an extent as the condition of the work will justify. The unusual interest manifested in this subject induces me to present a preliminary report, which, while it may want completeness and in some of its details fail in the minute accuracy wherein the work, when completed, it is hoped will not be deficient, may be relied on, and be substantially correct and entitled to confidence. It is subject to congratulation. It is subject of congratulation that the unhappy state of affairs which has interposed to impede the ordinary course of events has not interfered with the rendition of the complete returns from all sections of the country, and that we are enabled to represent the condition of all the great elements of a nation's prosperity as they existed in the year of 1860. A circumstance probably of no trifling significance in facilitating the early and happy settlement of our domestic troubles. Now, of course, what they're saying here is they got some of the information, but they don't have everything. And, of course, please, we're in the middle of a bloody civil war, so we're doing the best we can. That's basically what they're saying in extremely florid and extremely legal and diplomatic terms. There's a lot of interesting things about the 1860 census. It is the 8th census, of course, but the interesting thing about this census is it is the last census in which the institution of slavery will be a part of. And slavery will forever be removed from our country and from our census. It's an interesting thing here in the census. There's tons of information, everything you want to know about the manufacture of wheat, how much whiskey, blah, blah, blah. This is kind of fascinating here. This is the census of 1860, and you'll see the white population of a state, the free colored population of a state, and the slaves population of a state. And you will notice, there's a lot, a frightening amount. So here's the thing. On this, the 8th census, it's an amazing piece of history. And I think one of the most remarkable things is that a census was completed during the Civil War. I don't know of any other country doing a census during the middle of a civil war. If there is such a thing, I'm not aware of it. However, it may very well exist. But this is the 8th census of the United States. An interesting, different, and very unique census, unlike any of the others done in the United States in its entire and colorful history. Thank you.